everyone, welcome to Figma tips and tricks tutorial. Today I'm going to share the easiest way to create dynamic table with pagination, next and previous button, the entire pagination controlled using variable. So here I have an example. So here an example, it is showing the number, then product name, discount and available at. And it is showing page 1. So total number of pages is 3, and here 1 is highlighted. While I click on 2, it is going to page 2. It is reflecting here also, and this page 3. So while I tap on the previous, it is coming to page 2, then page 1. And again, if I tap on next, it is coming to 2 and then 3. So I will start how to create table, dynamic table using variables. So here I will take frame. So the small frame where we can design easily the elements. Now first we need table header. So we'll have the table header. We'll give some color here, and then we need numbers. So this is the product number which I'm taking here, and then we need product name, and then we need discount, and then available at. So now we'll group this all and select this background, and then this group, make it center and middle. Next we need to create the row first. So either we can have the same, so just we can copy this, and here we can have this. So here I'm gonna to change the background color, and this color, so instead of white we'll use the black. And then so this all are done. So this is the group 2 where we can say row 1, and here this rectangle is outside. So what we need to do, we'll push this rectangle in this group. So row 1 is done. Okay, we can place inside this. Yeah. So now this will put down. Here row 1 is done. Now just we copy this row. We'll say row 2, and then row 3. So just I am copying this and making the three different row. The same way we can have row 4, row 5, row 6, so row 4 is outside and this become row 5. Okay, well, let's start with this. Row 1, row 2, row 3, and this is row 4. So we'll name it row 4, and then this row 5, and then this row 6. Now again this row 7, and then we can say row 8, and here we just copy again and say the last one, row 9. So I'm going to show at once only 3 row, and remaining it will move through the pagination. So before that, we'll create the local variable here. So already I have the table to create, but I will create again. We'll say product table, and here we need local variable. So here we'll take this and we'll create products. So now first we need a number which will say product number, or we can say product number, and then we need a string. So create new variable, a string, which will say product name, and again we'll take the string only, which will say product name is done discount, and next it will say available at, and then the last one will take the boolean which will say row. So we can say row background. Now here you can see values. So instead of values we'll say product 1, and the same way we can create here product 2, which is called as a mode. So we'll say here product 2, and then again we'll create the third mode, which is product 3. So same way we can create till we have the 9 rows, so 9 product modes. So here product 4, product 5, and this product 6. Again we'll create mode and we'll say product 7, next mode product 8, and then finally we'll have product 9. So you can create numbers of mode and why we are creating mode here also. So first we'll have this product number 1, and then product name, suppose we have given something, or just say product name mobile, and then discount 10%, and here we can say cart, and this row background false. Same way here, product 2, here we can say laptop, and here we can say 15%, and here we can say Amazon, and this will make true. So this number 3, and here we can say TV, and this we can say 5%, and we can say Snapdeal, this false, and this we can say product 4, number 4, and here we can say what we need to write, notebook, and here we can say 20%, we can put any of the name, like we can say here and this is false true, false, again we'll make it this true, and here 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Product name we can say clothes or shirt, discount 40%, so here kids and 50%, so now here we can say and this 30%, here we can say %, and here we can say. Now the fifth product will say books 10%, so here I have given this all where we are saying row background false, true, then false, again we'll make it true, and then false, again we'll make it true. So this mode is created, and now I'm going to pass this through the layer and the values. So here it is a row 1, and this is the rectangle. So row 1 rectangle, here we can pass this to the product table background, which is true, and from here we can change the mode product 1. Same way for this, we'll apply the variable, and here we can take the product table product number 1, so it will reflect here, and if you want to change, here we can say mode 1. Now we can go for product name and apply variable, because this is a string, you have to apply the variable here, product name. Okay, so I have taken the old one, so from here you can say product name, and you can apply variable from here, product one. Next is the discount, so apply variable here, can say discount, and from mode you can say product one, and this is available at. So now we'll apply the variable available at, and from here you can change the mode. So no need to write here, you can take it from the local variable which you have created in table. So the same way we can do for this product row 2. So this is the rectangle, from here you can select the background, and once you change the mode product 2, it will get you impacted as a false, which is given in a table. So the next product number, so apply variable product number is this, and here can say product. So once we have done with this, so before that what we need to do, applying each and every, it will take much more time, so we are going to delete this. We'll take the row 1, so this entire row 1 we are selecting here. So before that we'll make this product 1 true, so it will be background, it will be visible, and this row you can entirely copy and use it, and you can name this as a row 2, this row 3, and the same way we can have this row 4, same here also can have row 5, row 6, row 7, row 8, and then finally we'll copy the last one, which is row 9. Now whatever we was doing for each and every variables, assigning the variable pass through the layer, here we no need to do much more. Just this is the product one, we have to come and just apply mode here. So just will come here, say product 2, this product 2, and this also product 2, and then the finally product 2. So it is impacting through the variable. So this is the easiest way to do after copying or using the so just will change the mode here as product 3, it will impact, and then product 4, so we'll take this and apply variable product 4, and at once also you can select this all, and here you can say product 4. So there is a multiple way to do this. uh, the easiest way, select all, and here apply variable product. This is the 5, so we can select 5. The same way, product 6, apply variable product 6. Then 7, select this all, and you can say product 7. Now product 8, select this all, go to mode and change this is 8, and then finally 9, select mode product 9. So this is done. Now I'm going to change the background. So I'm making first one as a true, the second one false, so it will become white background, and first one is true, second is false, third one is true. So here third one, we missed this third one, so we can come here and we can see this third one having product 2. So here we can go and we can change this as a product 3. So product 3 is done. We can make product 4 false and product 5 true, product 6 false, and this one we can make true, and this one we can make it false, and this one we can make it true. Now output is in front of you. So next is pagination thing, but before that we'll review this. So here scroll is not working, so making this scroll, select the frame, and here you will see scroll behavior. You can make it vertical, and we'll make this header, this group 1, this is the header, and here we can place inside this group, and this one we can say table header. Select this table header, and here is the position. You can make as a fixed, stay in place, and now we can preview this. And here full screen, so it is not getting a scroll, right? So here we have the frame and the content which I made it as a point here. So next what I'm going to do, we have to focus on the pagination. Here I have made as a fixed, and this frame overflow, go direction and select this, we can say here for the pagination. Now we are moving to the pagination. We have done this, we didn't give the scroll behavior here, so if you don't want, you say no scrolling, or you can say horizontal or vertical scrolling, it will scroll accordingly. So this all rows like a rows 5, rows 6, 7, 8 and 9. This all we can place inside this. So after 4, so this is fixed and this one will get scrolled. Now this is not appearing here. We'll come to the frame and we'll preview this. So the scroll is working now. Fine. So table with scrolling effect is done and with the fixed header. Now the second, I'm moving to the pagination. So for pagination we need next previous page number and showing number of pages. So what we are going to do, this row 1, row 2, row 3, this entire 3 row I'm selecting and grouping as a page 1 content, then 4, 5, 6 grouping and say page 2 content, and then 7, 8, 9 group it and say page 3 content. Now this is done. We are going to the now create the local variable. Here we have the product table, and now I'm going to create this product pagination control. So in pagination control we have this page content here. So we'll take as a boolean and we'll say page 1 content, duplicate this and say page 2 content, and same duplicate and you can say this as a page 3 content. So overall I need to show just page 1, page 2 and page 3 we don't want to show. So what we need to do, this page 2, the entire content we can place it above this. So this is the page 2, and the same way we can place this page 3 also. Now we have got the space for the pagination. So how we'll do that? So you can align together, you can see here x and y value, so 0 and 24, and this one 0 and 26. So instead of 26 we can place 24, and this page 3 contain 0 and 24 is fine. Now come to the variable here. So first one is the, we have to make it true because it should be visible, and remaining two not. So select this page 1 content and here pass through. Here it is product pagination control. So this is the page 1, and now the page 2. So here select page 2 and then page 3. So here we can select page 3 content. So here we have done this. Now I'm going to have the controls for the pagination. So first we'll need here showing, so this we can take it as a 9, and here we need a number which is showing the current page. So the same way here we'll take this page number 1 is the current page, and here we can say current page, and remaining again we need out of page, so this, and we created 3 pages, so this 3, so this align together. And here next we need previous and next. So creating previous and next, we need a rectangle, and here we can say this 10 pixel corner, and here we need previous, so this and this, enter and middle. Now if you need hover things, so we can place it this and this, make it group, and say previous, and same copy and put up, say previous selected. So this is the previous, and this is the rectangle which will make a color black, and this as a white. So previous is done. Now we'll duplicate this previous, and here we can say next, and this text we can say next. So need to align, select both, center, middle, and the same way this is the previous selected, just copy this, and here we can say instead of prev we can say next, next selected, and this will be the background same, instead of previous we need to say next, center, middle. So just we have to take care one thing, this next and next selected will be above, and the same way previous selected will be above. Now the numbers, so for numbers we'll take the ellipse, and here we can use this and say 1, so it will little bigger, select this center, middle, so we can group this and say page 1, and this again duplicate, place together, so we can check this is x value is 143, 104, 143, 104, so this is fine. We can say page 1 selected, and here we can change the color for page 1 selected, so we can make it this, and this color should be white. Now select both, make align, so once the page both is done, we can use this as a 2, and here we can say page 2, and this is the selected one, so we can say page 2. So we'll check this y value 101, and the same way we can have here. So this is done. Now select again, and here instead of 1 we can say this 2, and for page 2 this 1, so we can remove this and we can say 2. And even again we'll copy this and we can say 3, so this one will be a page 3, and this will become page 3 selected. Now going to change this text as 3, and here page 3, this one. So for that we'll remove the selected one and we can say this as a page 3. We'll place here. So now our structure is ready. We'll select all this previous one, so from here select this and 10 pixel gap. The same way we can use this also, and we can give 10 pixel. So now coming to the table, here we have done for the page content. Now we'll do for the page number. So we can say page 1, page 2, and then page 3. So page 1, page 2, page 3. Now we have to look into this. So this is the page 1. Page 1 selected will keep above page 2. So page 2 selected will be above to the page 2 and then page 3. Now coming to the page 1 selected, can come here and you can see product pagination control page 1. So page 1 is done. Now the page 2 selected, pass through the layer, here page 2, and page 3 selected, pass through the layer, page 3. This is the previous one, so we need to create this previous, and the same way we need to create for next. So previous selected, we can pass through layer, previous, and next selected, we can pass through the layer, next. So one should be automatically true, so we made it as a true, but now we need to give the interaction here, and before that the current page to calculate which is the current number. So here we'll create variable, number variable, which will say current page. So we are passing this one. So this is the current page, applying current page. So what? Now going to give the interaction, how we'll give the interaction for this next and previous. So before that we'll start with the one. So one, we need to give the interaction as on click. So on click interaction, come to the prototype, and in prototype we can say interaction on click. So on click condition, if page 2, so here we'll write for the page 2 first condition, if this is the page 2, our table, select page 2 equal to false, set variable. So once the page 2 become true, so set variable page 2 true. So while I touch on this or click on this page 2, so page 2 is getting true, and once this is true, what we are going to do, set variable page 2 content will be true. So here we'll see page 2 content true and remaining all false. So we can here set variable page 1 false, set variable page 3 false, and again set variable page 1 content false. So here you can see like page 2 is true, so page 2 content is true, but remaining all should be false. So page 1 is false, page 3 is false, page 1 content is true, false, and again I'm going to add here page 3 content false. So here we can select false. So this is done here. So we'll preview this exercise here. So once we click on page 2 content is showing here, and we didn't give interaction for page 1 and page 3. Now we no need to write again and again each and everything, just we'll copy this and paste in 1, and here instead of page 2 we have to say page 1. So same way here we can make it true page 1, and this page 1 content will be true, and then page 3 and here page 3. So this one we need to make it as a page 2, and this one we need to make it as a page 2 content. Remaining is fine. So now we'll take this and we'll copy this interaction on a page 3. So instead of 1 we can make it page 3, and here also this as a page 3, and here also page 1 content. So instead of this page 3 content, 2 is fine, and then 3, instead of 3 we have to say page 1, and here page 2 content, here we can say instead of page 3 page 1 content. So let's preview our exercise which doing this. Now here this is the page 1, page 2 and page 3. So next, the important thing is once we are clicking on this, we are getting the good interaction, but here also we need to add one more set variable which is a number. So current page equal to, if it is a page 1, 1. So same way here, if we click on this and set variable current page 2, the same way for this 3. So here we can add current page 3. So now this reflection will see here how it is working. So this is the page 1, 2, so showing 2 by 3 and 3 by 3. So all working fine. Now the next is previous and next, which is little tricky. We'll see this. So while coming to the interaction on click, we'll set condition, and here we are going to say if current page equal to 2, okay, so we'll need to take this if current page, so this one, if current page equal to 2, then we need to set the variable current page equal to 1. So this current page is 2, then once we click on the previous it will become 1, and what all variable we need to update here. So once current page become 1 means page 1 will be true, and page 1 content will be true, and remaining all false. So set variable page 2 false, and set variable page 2 content false. So same way page 3 will be false. So set variable, we can take it from here page 3 and we can say false, and page 3 content. So add set variable page 3 false, and page 3 content should be false. It's not displaying here. So we come to this part, and here we can say page 3 content false. So this is the one condition for once the current page is 2, and we can make it as a current page 1, and current page 1 related all, like a page 1 and page 1 content should be true, and remaining all will be false, like a page 2 is false, page 2 content will be false, page 3 false, and page 3 content page 3 false. So again I have repeated this. So page 2 content, page 3 and page 3 content should be false. Now the next condition, once we click on the previous and it is on the 3, so it should come to the 2. So that condition I'm going to add here. So here we can say if current page equal to 3, and the same thing we can add here, set variable current page equal to 2, because if it is in 3 and we are touching on the or tapping on the previous, it should come to the 2. So this is the current page 2, and now I'm going to add variable to make the page 2 true. So page 2 true, and the same way here we can set variable page 2 content true, and remaining all false. So we can add it here from the condition. So this condition is starting from here, so we can add this set variable page 3 false, and here page 3 content should be false. So move it here. Okay, so because of multiple local variables is created, so we can see here page 3 we have given and page 3 content, so we can say page 3 content so here is page 3 content false. So page 3 is done, page 3 content is done. Now it is page 2, so page 1, so page 1 false, and here one more variable need to add, set variable page 1 content false. So page 1 is false, page 1 content is false. Now this is done, we can review this. So here is the option, and here 2 1 3 2. So it is working fine. Once it is 1, nothing has happened. Once it is in 3, it is coming to 2 and then 1. So same implementation we can go with the next also. So next we can just reverse the action here, like conditional, and we can say here if current page, if current page equal to 2, then we can set variable current page equal to 3. So once it is in true, the current page will be 3. Now remaining 3, all 3 things, yani page 3 is true, and then we can say page 3 content will be true, and remaining we need to make it false. So remaining 1 and 2 we have to make it false. So set variable, here it is a page 2 false, and the same way set variable page 2 content false, and same way here set variable page 3 false, and set variable, we can place it here, set variable, okay, it is not showing for that. We'll come here and see. So here it is set variable, it is coming more down. Okay, so set variable, here it is, so 3, so instead of 3 we can say page 1, because page 2 is page 3 is true and page 2 content is done. Page 3 content will be, so page 1 content we have to take here, page 1 content is false, and here we can say page 2 false, and here we can say page 2 content false. So we'll preview once this current page 2 and set current page to 3. If current page is 2 and we are clicking on that, then current page will be 3, and set page 3 true, page 3 content true, page 2 false, page 2 content false, page 1 false, and page 1 false. So page 1 content should be false. So we'll remove this, and instead of this page 2 content we can say page 1 content. So 2 and 1. Now the next, if it is in current page 1, so condition set variable if current page equal to 1, then we'll set variable current page equal to 2, and here we can say set variable page 2 true, and page 2 content true. So remaining I'm going to make it false, means page 1 and page 1 content. So page 1 false, and here so page 1 content false. Now the page 3, so we need to add here page 3 false, and again we need page 3 content false. Just we need to make it the appropriate one as a true and the remaining all to the false. So here we are 1, so it is going to 3 and then previous. So here it is also impacting right, and here also it is impacting right. So now the first work we need to do this one. So going to design, going to local variable, and here is the page 1 is true. So once the page 1 is true, we can move previous to next. So here I made the page number 1 true, so we can move 2 3 and we can move accordingly. Next is the, while touching on this, so hover effect. So come to the this prototype, and here you can add, while hovering, set variable this previous, so previous true. And now again you need to add mouse leave and delay, I'm giving 1, and set variable, this is the previous one, so false. So we'll preview this implementation also. So for this thing we can see that, so here is the previous, so now you can see this hovering effect is working. So same way we can add it this also. So here while hovering, set variable next true, and while mouse leave after delay 1, and set variable next to false. So now we can preview this. So now you can see this previous is getting, so next, next, and here the showing number of content or a page, it is working fine. So accordingly you can change the colors also for the row, and this all alignment you can do proper way. Even you can have the images in a table, and all those previous next, the way of working. The trick is very simple. We need a table with the local variables where we have this product table, and we can use the mode, it will be very lesser time. And after creating this table we can change the mode, and then for pagination we can have this all here. So accordingly we can create that. And overall, once you have done with this, you can convert entire frame as a component, and whatever you want to change it, you can change that accordingly. So here it is, and now this is the component which you can use anywhere. And once, if you feel like this product table, so you can use this product 1 as a employee name. So here I am taking as a employee first name, and instead of this, if you want to say like Jaya, so this product name will impact here also. Like here I have given this product table and this employee name, and this is the one which is the number which is taken. If you want to give 1.0, so dot is not taking, so here we can say something, so it is impacting here. Now the header which we didn't take, so we need to just change it as a first name, so here Jaya, and this, if you want to say instead of discount, last name, so here we can say Kumar, and instead of this, if you want to use handle, so here you can say Facebook. So it is easy to, whenever you want to change the table, you can change table accordingly, no need to go each row. So instead of that, you can add it here easily. So this, say rocks, and here you can say Shahil, and here if you want to say this Insta, so you can say Insta, and this if you want to say TV, so this is Kiran, and you can say Roy, and here if you want to say YouTube, can make it. So this is the way we can reuse this component as per our usage. So how is the trick? Please let me know, write on the comment. Thank you very much.